Hey guys, hopefully you are all doing well. Prime Collections here. Well, today I'm going to be looking at my top 10 Funko Pops based upon value. It's been a year since I did this video originally, and I said I would come back to it a year later. Well, a year has passed, and it is officially time for me to look at, see what is still on the list, see what isn't on the list, and just in general where things are at. So let's not hesitate. Let's not wait longer. Let's get into the world of Funko today.
Bleached out, these thoughts in my head. Drown out, you're not like the rest. Feeling like I'm dying.
This list is going to be in descending order from 10 to 1 based upon values I've taken from HobbyDB's app and PPG as a whole. So we're going to get right into it at number 10 here. And I've kind of got them listed down here, so if I kind of pull them up one at a time, I apologize. A lot of these I've actually acquired over the last year, and to see some of the values on them, it's kind of crazy. So this first one, I want to say I got back in May, coming in at number 10. It has a value of $80, and that is the 2100 piece Jay with no pants from the Jay and Silent Bob Series 1 Funko drop there. Just in general, to get this one was really cool because I love the NFT pops. I love what they've done with them. This one was no exception. It's an amazing piece that I'm just happy to have in my collection. And sitting at 80 bucks, that's why it's number 10. At number 9, this is actually my first ever one and done chase. This was a pop that I got that I literally ordered one of, and it ended up being the chase, and I couldn't believe when I did it because it's one of my favorite figures that I have in my collection, especially considering how much I've really put into this set as a whole. And that is the limited chase Whitebeard GameStop exclusive there that released this year, and I just love this pop. I think that they did a great job on it as a whole. I was very excited to have it in my collection. I can't complain. Just to be able to have, Whitebeard is very cool, and have the chase is even better. And it's actually sitting at $85 total PPG. So Whitebeard coming in at 85 there at the number 9 spot. At the number 8 spot, we actually have an appearance for one of my girlfriend's pops on this because we were collections we kind of put together. This one's at $85. She was very happy to have it, and all these pops today are going to be 4-inch vinyls, so you won't see any of my larger 6-inch pops or any of the kind of like pop rides I have. Maybe I'll do those at a different video. But number 8 is the Funkon shared sticker Muichiro Tokito that they released this last year in 2022. It's coming in at 85 bucks. She was really excited to get this one. She actually got it from a third-party site for 50 bucks, and even then it was still a great value of this, because still to this day this thing retails for 80 to 75 dollars. So just happy to have this, and it's coming in at 85 dollars on HobbyDB's app at number 8. At number 7, this one also recently came in. I want to say maybe a couple months ago. This was part of another NFT set. You actually see a few NFT pops in here, not all NFTs, but definitely some. And that is the 2700 piece, the Hound Beyond the Wall, coming in at 95 bucks. This is another great piece from the NFTs. I love what they do with them every time. This is just really sick for the most part, and I can't complain. They did a great job on the detail. I love his axe that he has in his hand. It's really well done. And with that being said, that is why this is coming in at 95 bucks and number 7 on my list. At number 6 on this list, this is actually my most recent pop that you guys have seen me have, and the value on this thing is actually a little bit not true. That is my limited glow chase Super Boo with Ghost with the pre-release sticker. Now, the normal chase goes for about 90 bucks roughly. The pre-release sticker has sales of 140, 160, and 175 respectively. So I'd say that this was about an average of 150. But I am going based upon the HobbyDB app. So with that being said, it has it listed at 90. This is probably going to go up in the next few days, but for right now, at this point in time, this is sitting based upon the value that I saw today at the number 5 spot on my list. Or excuse me, number 6 spot, my bad. Now, this next one is actually the 4 and 5 spot respectively, because I actually have 2 of the same pop. And of course, because I have 2, they are coming in at the same value. But that is probably my favorite of the NFT releases so far, just because it's my favorite Transformer. And that is the Hot Rod 1550 piece from the NFT set of Transformers Series 1. This is definitely my favorite pop of the NFTs that I've gotten so far. I love the design of this. They did such a great job, color scheme, the whole 9. and it sits at $105 today. And that is why Hot Rod, the NFT release of 1,550 pieces, is coming in at number 5 and 4 respectively, because I have 2 of them. And this one you could also say is tied for the number 3 spot, but this one I'm actually putting ahead of those because I definitely like this pop just a little bit more. This one I was lucky enough to get the chase variant of. It sits at $105, $105 at the number 3 spot, and that is the Armored Luffy chase from the Funko shop. I was lucky enough to get this one when I ordered 2 of them. I'm just very happy to have it. It's an amazing piece. I love what they did with him. I was really excited when I pull it, and that's why it's sitting at number 3 at the $105 value. At number 2, this was actually our number 1 last year, but it has been superseded by another pop. And it actually has the same value as it did last year. So the value on it hasn't changed. It means it's just been steadily selling for this, and I'm not surprised. And it's still one of my favorite pots in my collection. Probably not my favorite anymore because of the hot rods and a couple other things I've gotten. But that is the 3,000 piece from the Blacklight Battle Box of Fun Freddy Funko as Danny Phantom. This to this day is still one of my favorite pops. I've loved the design of this. I've loved it since I got it, and I was excited when I pulled it. So that is why the 3,000 piece Danny Phantom, sitting at $135, is the number 2 pop I currently own based upon value. And number 1 actually released about 6 months ago. This pop hasn't restocked, which is part of the reason why it's maintained its value. It's been very hard to find either the shared or the con sticker, and I was lucky enough to get this off of Funko's drop. So at the time I paid $15 for this thing, and it's been fluctuating values over the last few months. I've seen it as high as over 200, and I've seen it as low as about 150, so it's kind of in that range. But coming in officially today at $175, that is the shared sticker Eustace Kid. This is a pop that I am so happy that I have, because it has been so hard to acquire, because they only did a limited stock when the con dropped, and its price is, like I said, about 150 to 200. So I am happy that I don't have to pay reseller prices, because this is one of my favorite pops. I love this thing. They did such a good job on it. And that is why it is sitting at the number 1 spot at $175, is that Eustace Kid with the shared sticker. But it was very interesting to see my list as a whole. I had 1 pop from last year that made it into this list, and it still held a very high position, but everything else that was on my list last year had been phased out for different stuff. And that just tells you, you know, you never know what you're going to add to your collection. You never know what it's going to do, but I'm very happy to see where my collection's turning into. I'm very excited to see the acquired stuff that I have. I'm very excited to do this list next year, because I got some really cool stuff coming that I guarantee you will definitely supersede some of the stuff on here. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. It was fun doing this list a year later, and I'm very excited to see it next year, to see what I have on it. But if you wouldn't mind, please like in this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out tremendously. And as always, I'll see you guys later.
I could have left again.